In this video, I'll be showing you an amazing application. As I go along and show you its incredible capabilities, I'm sure you'll be thinking, how can I get this? Well, I don't want to keep you waiting, so let's get started. When my phone rings, my PC looks in my Outlook contacts for a caller ID match, and if one is found, well, here's what happens. I'm getting a screen pop from William Shatner's contact record because this is the number he's calling from. Think of the value this presents. First, it helps me decide if I want to take the call or let it go to voicemail. Next, I can quickly review the notes I have in his contact record to remind me of past calls. That's pretty powerful. Well, I need to transfer Mr. Shatner over to Morgan. And since I'm already in Outlook, why not stay in Outlook and transfer the call right from it? To transfer the call to Morgan, all I have to do is highlight her contact record and click on the transfer button that's added to my Outlook application. Here I can choose to do either a supervised or an immediate transfer. A supervised transfer gives me the opportunity to privately talk to Morgan before I send the call to her, and that's what I want to do. Now, if you note, I could send this call either to her mobile phone or to her desk extension. Since I know she's in the office, I'm going to send this to her desk extension. Morgan and I are now having a private conversation with William Shatner on hold. If Morgan's too busy to take the call, I can press disconnect and Morgan will drop off the call and I'll go back to William Shatner. But since she wants to take the call, I just simply press complete and I've transferred William Shatner to Morgan Briggs right from within Outlook. The procedure to set up a conference call is essentially the same, except you press the conference button rather than the transfer button. So let's review the buttons that are added to your Outlook client. The top button is the button you use to originate a call. The middle button is the button I just used to transfer a call, and the button on the bottom is used to set up a conference. How about when you get an email from someone you want to call back? Well, just highlight the phone number and press the hotkey to place the call. Now that I have the number loaded into the dialer, if I click Start, my phone will go off hook and call the number that's in the dialer. This also works outside of Outlook. Let's call Starbucks from their website. I want to call the Starbucks in downtown Chicago. Just highlight the number, press my hotkey, and there you go. It's loaded into the dialer. I press Start, my phone goes off hook, and I'll be calling the Starbucks in downtown Chicago. This works with any number that you can highlight in a Windows application. So what's making this all possible? It's the UC Desktop Client. The UC Desktop Client has a toolbar for features. Each user can customize their own tool buttons so that they get their favorite ones where they want them. The buttons are also smart buttons. Any feature that's not currently available is grayed out. So if I want to put my phone in Do Not Disturb, all I have to do is click on the Do Not Disturb button, decide if I want it to apply to all calls, outside calls, or just intercom calls, and then press Start. And to reverse the process, I just press the Cancel Do Not Disturb button and press Start when I'm done with my Do Not Disturb session. In the middle of the application is a drop-down box that you can put speed dial entries in. Now, I don't have any in here because I want to show you how easy it is to populate them, especially if you're an Outlook user. So let's take a case where I call some people regularly. Let's say every day I have to call John Briggs. Well, let me add him into my speed dial. And after I get done with John, I also have to call Randy. And I periodically call Ann. Let's add her to my speed dial list. Now let's go back to the application and see what's happened. Here are the 3 entries that I've added. If I want to call John, I just simply highlight his name. If I want to call Randy, I just highlight his name and his number gets added into the dialer box here. If I press the dial button here, I'll go off hook and dial Randy. Now if you note, Ann has a little plus here. That's because she has multiple phone numbers that were in her Outlook database. So if I just click on her name, I'm going to take her main number, which happens to be her work extension. But if I want to call any of her other numbers, let's say I want to call her mobile phone, I just highlight that number and it'll be loaded into the dialer and I can press start to go off hook and dial her phone number. If I need to make changes, I can go in and edit, and I can add more alternate numbers. I can change her telephone number. I can put in her email address. I can put in a lot of contact information in here that I can refer to at a later date. This is also the form that you get if you click on the new entry and you want to enter somebody who is not in Outlook contact. Well, how many times did you wish you could have this application? I'll bet plenty of times. Talk to your local NEC voice provider for more information. And thanks for watching.